Hello, beautiful queens. I want to talk more about the queens in this video, because we touched on my last video actually what it is to be in a queendom. So I want to talk to us all really and get this out of the way, but I want to talk about the dark queens, because whatever queen trait we are, and we're all a different queen trait, we've all been a dark queen. And being a dark queen is not the place where we really want our hearts to be at. But we need to identify how we've been a dark queen so we can begin to deal with those things in our lives and put our crown on round the right way. So the dark queen, as you would expect, is not a queen of love and light. The dark queen is a queen of darkness, of negativity, of things that would drag down rather than give life. And if you know any of what I've talked about in all of my videos, you know that I'm all about building a sisterhood which is breathing life. So to have this discussion about being a dark queen is necessary, but it's also very difficult, because this is not really where we want to be at. But it is imperative that we identify some of these things in our lives too, because we've all done this and we've all been here. So the first dark queen that I want to talk about is the drama queen. We've all been a drama queen. We've all been her. A drama queen lives her queenship on the outside. Her queendom is all about her. Everything to do with her queendom draws attention to her. Now, as the feminine operates, and we talk a bit about this in all of my videos, we know that the feminine wants to be really, really seen, really, really heard, and really acknowledged. And all of us know this deep down. We have this longing inside us, and it's sometimes very difficult to have put this into words. It's certainly related to our individual experience and personal maturity as to where we've got to in our lives with this realisation. So there's never any blame or judgment. We just need to recognise that the feminine always seeks to be seen and to be really heard and to be really acknowledged, and actually to be really loved as well. So what the drama queen does is, the drama queen, she pushes for that acknowledgement. She pushes to be seen, and she pushes to be heard. And it comes out of her in ways that seek that rather than draw them in. Can we see the difference? Can we see the difference? It takes a mature heart to be able to see the difference. So if we can see the difference, that's amazing. And I'm really proud that we can see the difference. The drama queen, we've all done it. We've all been there. We've all been there. We've all sought to be in someone's face and to make them notice us. And by whatever means, it may be that we've been loud and boisterous. We've been we've been uncomplimentary to our sisters. We've said some terrible things that wound another spirit. We've all done that in some kind of attempt to get our way or to push ourselves forward. And I think the difference here with these dark queens is they very much operate in a pushing energy. Now, we talked before about the pushing energy being a male construct. So anytime we see a pushing energy, we know that is a male trait and it's not a feminine one. So this is what, as we all know, what a drama queen does. So we really need to take that, and we really do now need to examine our own lives, because we could all be like that, and I've certainly been like that. But it's not a healthy place for us, because it never gets us what we truly long for and what we truly desire in our hearts, which is to be really seen, really heard, and really acknowledged. Okay, now, the way to deal with this is to plant ourselves inside of a sisterhood where these things will be done for us, or we can be in an environment where these things can be given to us, the really seen, the really heard, and the really acknowledged. And we don't need to be full of drama to attain to that. And that is why being in a sisterhood is so special, because these things get ironed out automatically when we're all operating in the right way inside of the feminine essence. So, linked to the drama queen, there's Queen Bee, who literally sits at the top of her throne, and everybody else is subservient to her needs, and she is dominant. And everybody bows to her, and everybody is lesser. So I don't even need to say too much about Queen Bee. We all know what that is like, and we all know that we need a heart change if we're sitting on our throne in that way. Again, it is an attempt to be noticed, isn't it? It is an attempt to be noticed. So we need to take Queen Bee, and we need to deal with her, and we need to give her a new crown to wear. But we can't fix our own crowns. We've got to fix our crowns for our sisters in the most loving way we can possibly find, through love and through light. And then, of course, there is the evil queen. Now, I don't even really want to talk about this, because this has no place in our sisterhood at all. But some women have been so wounded and so damaged and so abused that what they give out is abuse themselves, and evil comes from them. And we all know women who are in this place of just being abusive wherever they turn, to whomever they turn to. There is only one answer for this kind of toxic woman in the moment, and that is that she is not given a crown or a throne from the sisterhood whatsoever, because it's completely toxic. So if we come across some sort of evil queen, she is not to be given place in the same sense into the sisterhood as the rest of us queens would have. We have to be able to love her and hold her in our hearts, of course, but we cannot invest some of our goodness into her life, because she's simply not ready to hear that and to receive that. And it would be like casting our pearls before swines, and I don't even want to say that, but this is the only way to really deal with a toxic person anyway, and certainly an evil queen like this. We just can't do that, because we invest our goodness into their badness, and it's never going to work out right for us. So I just wanted to say that, because I wanted to deal with the evil queen, and I wanted to deal with the dark queen side. And I'm going to come back, and I'm going to do some more videos, and I'm going to talk about each beautiful queen in each queen trait in a bit more depth in each video, because each of us walks in our own queendom, as we know, and each of us has our own queen trait. So what we need to do is we need to find out which queen type we are, and then when we know which queen type we identify with, we can walk into that place of power. Once we've got some idea and some tools to be able to work with in our own mind and our own heart, and we begin to journal out some of these things, our divine purpose is going to pop much more clearly into focus, into view. And that's what I want for us, that we would really be able to sit in that sacred place in our heart and hear these things, and to really understand ourselves and operate in our queen traits so efficiently, so that we can build our queendoms around our queen traits naturally, work in harmony with each other in each other's queendoms, and come into that place of feminine power, the feminine essence, and a fullness as a sisterhood. That's really where I'm coming from on this, which is why I'm putting this together and talking about the queens. So I'm going to be back with more videos. There's lots more to say about the queens, because there's so many more beautiful, wonderful queen traits that there are, and it's likely that we'll each identify with one major one, and probably one or two other ones as well. So I just want to encourage your hearts, and bless you, and keep strong and well and safe. Love you.